Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how you can build your n8n workflows using Claude with the help of n8n MCP. So this is not the MCP which is inside your workflow such as this. I will cover this thing on a different video, but this is an MCP which like it's something like a plug and play system for your Claude to basically generate your n8n workflows. So most of the time when you try to create workflows using some sort of like a LLM, like let's say for example OpenAI, ChatGPT or Claude, you must have noticed that the results are not really good because it doesn't have like the real context or the real-time context of different tools inside n8n and different nodes inside n8n, so it doesn't give you a good result. So just to help with that, we are going to use MCP. Now let's first understand what MCP is, because people are like super complicating it. It's a very simple concept, and from there we will start setting up our MCP server and start creating our workflows inside Claude. So let's get started. So MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. So it's nothing but a standardized way of giving context to your LLM model. So it's like providing a package of different tools, its descriptions and resources like knowledge bases and prompts. So in our case in n8n we have different type of nodes, and we also have different type of tools inside n8n. So we are basically like packaging all the description about the tools, all the description about different nodes and how it behaves and what kind of data it requires. So we are just basically like packaging that and giving it to Claude so that it can create a better scenario for us. So this is how the MCP architecture looks like. So we have a MCP host. In our case it will be Claude, and we will have some sort of like MCP client which will be able to like get the information from the MCP server. So in the MCP server we'll have different resources that will explain how different nodes and different tools works, and we will have all the tools and whatever the parameters are, and we will have some sort of prompts inside it as well so that we can use it later. And also it will have a functionality of making API calls, so that's a great feature. So you can simply tell Claude to basically create a scenario or a workflow inside your n8n platform. Instead of like getting a JSON inside the platform, you can just simply tell it to like create this workflow inside my n8n. It can also do that as well. So just to give you some example, this is how the data inside MCP servers looks like. So it's not the complete data, but it will give you some idea on how it looks like. So we have the tools, the name, the description and the handler. So that's a high level information about MCP. And if you want to know more about MCP, then you can go to this article. I will drop the link inside my description. And also in future, I will be making one video related to MCP. So it will be a more in-depth video about MCP. And in that video I will also show you how you can create MCP inside n8n. So this is how like MCP inside n8n looks like. So stay tuned. I will put it up in the I button on the top so that you can just watch it and learn. Okay, so let's get back to our n8n MCP setup. So I will provide this GitHub link so that you can follow along and basically like build your own n8n server and set it up. So n8n MCP serves as a bridge between n8n's workflow automation platform and AI models. So AI models means LLMs, enabling them to understand and work with n8n nodes effectively. So that's what is covered by this n8n MCP. So here is the quick start guide. So first thing what you have to do is you have to have Node.js installed. So you can go to this link. I will open it in a different tab, and you can simply click on get Node.js, and over here if you are using Mac, then you can click on this, or you can use this inside your terminal and get it installed. So I have installed it through this .pkg installer. So yeah, that's how you can install it. I already have it, so I'm not doing it again. So once you have done that, so basically this is required because this n8n server actually works on JavaScript. So in order to just run JavaScript inside your PC or your laptop, we are required to have this. So after you have installed Node.js, the next thing what you have to do is you have to go to your terminal and run this. So it will basically download all the packages that is required for this MCP server. So basically what we are doing is we are locally hosting our MCP server inside our system. So for that we just need to run this inside our terminal. So I will just open terminal. Okay, so that's my terminal, and what I will do is I will just copy this and Go to my terminal, run this. So this package is already installed in my PC because I was testing it before making this video. But if you are doing this for the first time, it will ask you to select yes to install this package. Then once you are done, you just have to go back, and the next thing what you have to install is Claude, of course. So you need to have Claude desktop, and you cannot do this inside Claude web application. So you can just go to Claude desktop, and from here you can click on download Claude, and you have option to select over here. So if you have a Mac OS, then select this one, or if you have a Windows, then select this one, then hit on download. So I already have it downloaded, so I will just open it up, but make sure you download this as per what device you have. Okay, so I'm on Claude right now, so I'm using a free plan, so you can do it on free plan, or if you have a paid plan, then that's even better, because I would highly recommend having a paid plan in this case, because when you're building larger workflows, then this runs out of like number of messages. But if you have a paid plan, then it would really help you to build larger scenarios or workflows. Okay, anyways, the next thing what we are going to do is set up our client side config. So you have to go to Claude settings. So in settings, you have this developer tab. You have to go over here and click on edit config, and this will show you this Claude desktop config.json. So you have to open it. So you can open it either with any of your code editor, or you can simply open with your text editor. So I'm going to open it with my text editor. So this is how it looks like for me right now. It might appear blank for you, so that's not a big problem. It won't affect anything. So once you are here, you have to go back to this GitHub page, and in this GitHub page we have this two options. So you can go with either of the options. So the first option is basic configuration, and the other one is full configuration. And let me remind you that you are going with the option 1, so you have to select anything from this part, rather than like going below and selecting anything else. I have done this, and it took me a lot of time to figure out why it's not working. So make sure you select this one, any of these ones. So we have like two options. We have basic configuration and full configuration. So in basic configuration, you will get documentation tools only, but in full configuration, we will get n8n management tools. So in this case, you have to give your n8n API key as well as your n8n API URL, so that it can also like create workflows inside your n8n platform, or it can like modify your workflows inside n8n. So this is how the full configuration looks like. So we will go with the full configuration just to show you how this thing actually like works in a complete manner. So I'm just gonna copy this and go to our JSON, and I'm going to paste it over here. And now we need our n8n API URL, then also our n8n API key. So what I'm going to do is go to this, and yeah, I think my n8n is open over here. Man, I have so many LinkedIn tabs open because I was doing some LinkedIn outreach. But anyways, I'm gonna click create an API. So you have to come to your settings, and over here you have to go to n8n API and click on create an API. Over here I will name it as test, and I will keep the expiry date till 7 days. So I'm gonna click on save. Okay, you already have. Okay, I'm gonna rename this as 2. Okay, so I copied the API key. Now I'm going to get back over here and paste the API key. So once I have done that, now what I need is this URL. So make sure you copy up to this. So you don't have to copy this part, this HTTP part. You just have to like copy from n8n, and I'll go back here and just paste it over here. Sorry guys, a quick correction over here. So you actually have to have the HTTPS part also inside this URL. So make sure you put that one as well. Thank you. All right, now I'm just gonna hit save, and just going to close this. And also I have to close Claude as well, and I have to reopen this. So I'm going to close Claude, and now I'm just going to reopen Claude. Okay, so I've restarted my Claude platform, and now let's check out our tool. So just we have to click over here, and you can see we have n8n MCP. So we will have all our different tools. We have tool documentation, list tools, get node info, search nodes, list AI tools. So we have a complete set of different tools which we can use, or which this AI will use to create our scenarios or workflows inside n8n. Okay, so let's ask it to build this workflow that when someone fills a form, like an enrollment form, and this workflow will basically send them a thank you message to their email. So let's ask it to build that workflow for us. Okay, so here is the prompt: build an n8n workflow. Okay, I'm gonna remove the space, which sends a AI personalized thank you message after someone fills our enrollment form for AI workshop as per the comment they have left in the response. So let's just submit this. So as you can see, it's using different tools to basically get all the nodes information. Okay, so it has generated our JSON for the workflow. And also I ran out of free messages until 1:30 a.m. So I think I will need to upgrade my plan right now. But let's just copy this and put it in n8n and see what kind of workflow do we have. So I'm going back over here and click on create workflow. And let's try clicking paste. Okay, it looks like this. Yeah, we have some sort of like a workflow enrollment webhook. I don't remember if I have asked it to use n8n forms, but doesn't matter. Then extract form data. Okay, looks good. Then we have validate email. Okay, it has done very interesting things over here. So it's literally like validating the email as well for us. I haven't told it to do it, but it's doing it. So then we have generate AI thank you message. So as you can see, we have this prompt as well inside it. And yeah, this prompt actually looks good. Please create a personalized thank you message for this workshop enrollment. And over here we have all the information which looks nice. Then we parse all the AI response and send this thank you email. And it has also created this node. This is for logging in the enrollment, but I think we don't need that. So anyways, as you can see, it has done about 70 to 80% work for you. So you can just tweak it. Maybe like I will change this part and put a n8n form over here and make some tweaks and basically have the final result. So it depends upon like how you write the prompt. So if you have given it enough information, like what type of form you have to use, what type of email tool you have to use, or email node you have to use. So in this case, it has used this email node, but I would rather use some sort of like a Gmail node over here. So basically you just have to write it properly inside your prompt. But there is also a better way. But for this, you need to have a paid plan. So if you have a paid plan, then you can have some sort of like a Claude project. And in that Claude project, you can put this as a system prompt. So this system prompt will actually help the AI further to get better scenarios. So this is what we have, and let's upgrade the plan and let's see what advantages we have. Alright guys, so I have finally upgraded to Pro plan. And now what we have is projects. So this time we are going to use projects and see how and what type of result we are getting in a Pro plan. So let me name this project as n8n, and I'm just gonna click on create project. And if you remember, I've shown a prompt. So I think this one was the prompt. So we are just going to copy this prompt and put it in project. So this is for best result when using n8n MCP with Claude projects. So we are going to copy this and set project instruction and just gonna paste it over here and just gonna hit save. Alright, so the thing what I'm going to do right now is go back to our previous chat and just copy this same prompt and just going to put it over here to see. Okay, where did it go? Okay, we have it here. So I'm just going to put it over here and see what type of result we are going to get from a Pro plan by using projects. So just gonna hit submit. Okay, so it has done its work and it has some questions for us. So form integration, what platform is your enrollment form on? So we are just going to use n8n forms. Then form data structure, then we have to give it the email preferences and AI personalization preferences. So let me just type it over here. Okay, so I've answered all its questions and I'm just gonna hit send. So we are going to use n8n form. The form data structure should be simple. It should be name, email, comments. Then we have Gmail as or the sender address as subham.s@efficiency.co. Then we are going to use OpenAI GPT-4 for the LLM model, and the tone should be professional. Alright, so this is the result you are going to get from the Pro plan. So let's copy this and put it in n8n and see if it's a valid workflow or a valid JSON. So I'm gonna open my account and just go to n8n workflows. Over here, create workflow, and just gonna paste this. Alright, it seems good. I mean, we had a very simple request to just make a scenario for like sending some sort of like a thank you message whenever we receive a form submission. So it has picked the right node. So for the form we have this node, and it has also put the correct fields as well. As you can see, for the name we have the name field, then for email, then comment. It should be comments. I have made the mistake over here, that's why it has picked up that as well, but it should be comments. And for the AI, okay, we don't have any prompt over here. Maybe we can ask it to make some revisions, but let's see what do we have over here. So over here we have everything. So everything looks good inside this Gmail node, but yeah, I think this can be better. We need some sort of a prompt, or this is of no use. Okay, so I've asked it to make this revision. So I've written that there is no prompt inside OpenAI GPT node. So let's see what it does. Okay, so it has completed doing its work, and now we're just gonna copy this and see if it's actually working. So I'm gonna go back over here and just gonna paste it. So I think the scenario or the workflow looks good. We just have to go over here, and yeah, now we have the prompt over here and it's well written. So I think this is good. So now what we are going to do is ask it to create the workflow for us. So we will say create this workflow inside n8n, and just hit submit. So it has finished running and it has successfully created our workflow. Let's go to n8n and see how the workflow looks like. So we are on n8n, then I will go to overview. Let's hit on save for this one. Is it this one? I think, yeah. So as you can see, it has created the workflow, and if we just copy this and compare over here, and yeah, it's same. So yeah, that's how it can also create workflows directly inside your n8n. And maybe can it also edit workflows? Let's see by doing one thing. So what we are going to do is we will ask to add a delay inside this workflow. So for example, currently what we have is this flow. So we have this form, and the message or the thank you message is instantly generated and it's sent back, or it is sent using this Gmail module. But now let's ask it to add a delay, some sort of a delay. Or else I've written this instruction. I don't know how good it is, but let's submit it and see what actually happens. Okay, so it has added the delay and it has finished its work. Let's go and see actually if it has actually done that inside our n8n workflow. So this is our n8n workflow, and if I reload this page, okay, so it has actually added the delay over here. So 1 minute delay. So this is really amazing actually. Like now you can literally like wipe code your n8n workflows. Like you don't need to, like manually go back and forth. So like first n8n has made it super easy to build different sort of like automations where you don't have to write code. Now we are using some sort of like a LLM to literally like wipe code n8n as well. So yeah, this is pretty fun actually. Alright, guys, so that's all for today. I hope you can use this now and build your workflows, or you can just wipe code your n8n workflows using Claude with the help of n8n MCP. And I will put all the resources in the description as always. And I'm thinking to make some sort of like a document where I will put all the steps in one place so that you can just follow along and you can just simply build it much faster. So I will do that as well. And let me know like how your workflows are turning out with this system. So you can just comment it down and I will respond back to you. So thank you and have a great day.